tell you something, homie. I didn't have no show. I was working with the same organization that works against you. James Prince got a house full of them. Cause the FBI want the Houston Police Department and James Prince too. Why you think Houston police keep turning the other way on all these murders? How do you think James Prince can get a police report to an open murder investigation that includes his son? And none of the stuff is redacted. None of the information on this mother, none of this names is blotted. How can James Prince get access to that? So he working with the police, I'm working with the government.
5. Charleston White never minces words when it comes to J. Prince JRB and the Mob TI's crew. They have a protracted and complex dispute. Their rivalry is more than just a small disagreement. It is intensely personal. And when Charleston feels insulted, he does more than just slur his way through slides. When he decides to discuss someone, nothing is off limits because he comes full force. J. Prince JRB has seen firsthand what happens when you get on his bad side, being dragged without a filter.
Run up on me, James Prince. I'm gonna go to war with the goddamn police for all this shit I got in here. What's wrong with you? I can go to war with police. What's wrong with you? I don't give about nothing. You James Prince, Mob ties, and Houston, come go to war with already.
He is bringing with him the smoke, the flames, and a tremendous deal of humiliation in public. There is no holding back or second guessing in Charleston. It is unadulterated.
Mention my name. I disrespect you, make you throw your life away. Chump, you a chump to me. You and your clique, a mob tie. Y'all can suck my...
When Sechi appeared on TV for a new show, things quickly heated up. The atmosphere altered the moment Charleston hit the seat. He jumped right in without any preamble or light conversation.
Yeah, make the white boy motorcycle game. Make Taylor Swift check in. Make Khloe Kardashian check in. What's the white boy name on The Voice? Make everybody check in. What's the white boy name down here? Post Malone, make him check in.
Yeah.
Why the got to check in? I just left Houston last week. I ain't check in. Yeah, I went through Houston, went to Beaumont. Nah, I ain't check in. So why the got to check in, Mr. Prince? Mob ties?
They started off by discussing Houston and whether or not black celebrities can actually relax and have fun there. Charleston didn't mince words. He jumped right into the mess caused by Takeoff's premature death.
No wonder everybody got to check in, y'all. Now I'm checking in with the police department. Police department told me, hey man, you got a problem with Mr. James Prince. Austin, we hear you got a problem with James Prince. Man, we scared of him. I swear to God, y'all, I just got the call from the Houston's mayor's office and the gang unit police department in Houston, Texas. They are scared of fire.
He made a direct connection between J. Prince JRB and the toxic street vibes that murdered Takeoff.
Houston is more of a player town. Them Houston way player, homie. They ain't just hunting down celebrities. You can go to Houston with your jewelry on. Go to the clubs and have fun. Takeoff was just a fluke. But you can go to Houston and party and have fun all night. Go to different sides of Houston. And you can't do that you can't do that in LA, homie. All that setup dealing with J. Prince Jr. and mob ties because they extort. See, J. Prince Jr. and them try to extort, but they don't come up. Homie, when they come up here, they be on their best behavior. When mob ties come up to Dallas, nigga, I was in DG with the homie. When Houston played Dallas. Throwing money, they be on their best behavior. They only try to play the mob ties extortion to the weak rappers. But come on, homie, you heard what Sauce Walker told us, man. Yeah, man, y'all, homie, nah. Houston is a player town, homie.
Charleston clarified that black celebrities can feel safe in Houston, but only if they stay away from J. Prince JRB and his Mob TI's organization. That's when things start to go to the left, he says. He underlined that it's not the city itself that's the issue, but rather the people you choose to spend your time with. When you start hanging around with the wrong people, problems start to occur. Charleston claims that endorsing mob TIs is not a means of protection, but rather a setup waiting to happen.
Yeah, I don't think they mob ties is mob ties.
It's rapper lot ties, you know. But they ain't got no mob to move nothing in America. They can't persuade no judge like the real Italian mafia can. They ain't got no construction contracts like the real mob ties in New York has with the unions. And no. They just playing gangster like the playing. Jay Prince is a mogul, but he don't have a mob, and he not a mafia.
Charleston didn't hold back either. Beyond a typical celebrity feud, he has a personal issue with Jay Prince JRB. You can feel the pressure whenever he discusses it. Pointing out clout or power plays is no longer sufficient. The goal is to expose what Charleston perceives to be dangerous habits and hold someone accountable who, in his view, consistently gets away with doing too much.
Antonio is dangerous. It's a lot of places that's dangerous. But you can go as a black rapper, a black celebrity, and have fun in these towns, long as you don't check in to Jay Prince Jr. Jay Prince Jr. is the boy. Everything happened around him. He the boy. Not the city of Houston. Jay Prince Jr. is the boy trying to play gangster mob. Homie really discrediting his father's name and legacy. Cause he private kid school. So why would you check into the private school? Private school, homie. Now Jazz is way more player from what I heard. But Jay Prince Jr. go beat up, stick his long fingernails when they walk by the strip club, bite they all kind of here unruly. You done heard the rumor, man. Come on, homie. Yeah, all the girls in the strip club say they got long fingernails, be trying to.
He has a firm stance. Charleston makes it obvious that peace talks are not an option when the topic of mob ties is raised.
Stay away from Jay Prince Jr., you'll be all right in Houston. But if he tricked you in thinking you gotta come be with them, they go. Remember that was shooting the fake dice on. I had him on recording, telling the story. Right after the day, he telling me how Takeoff was quiet and the other Quavo was doing all the talking. So I know one of the called to come shoot the bad dice on it. So if you like to gamble, yeah, you go get caught up with Boosie and all them with the J. Homie, yeah, nah. But if you stay away from the crowd and you just with who you with, and you can have fun in H-Town. It's a party town. Have fun till the sun come up. And it's a player town, homie. Houston have always been a player town. Don't get me wrong, they get gangster, but they only get gangster when they have to. Don't look around trying to be gangster and force gangsterism off on just their people. That's why it's a lot of black, vibrant businesses out there in Houston.
Come on out here. Bring your on out here. We ready for war with anybody. I ain't just talking. You scared of James Prince. Daughter, kids, his organization. If you a mob, I'm a nation.
How you said?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. But I did see the mob ties in the Jay Prince Rant too. Bro.
Man, ain't nobody scared of them niggas.
I'm saying like what, but like where does that come from? Where does that come from?
Because somebody asked the question. We not afraid of Jay Prince up here in Dallas. Homie, he ain't had no influence up here. His sons, none of that. Nigga right there come through and try to do something. Some big dogs up here. Nah, homie, just big down now. Mob ties don't exist up here because when the police kill somewhere, it's mob ties. When we need murder solved in the community and need kill babies, where is mob ties? When the women is getting beat, and where is mob ties, homie? Where is mob ties for the community? Mob ties. Harder we working for these kids up here. Don't bring no mother mob ties up to me. Them don't do a goddamn thing.
Charleston called it all staging. According to him, the entire check-in process is a fear tactic designed to give certain people a false sense of control when they don't actually have it. Don't you think that everyone should check in with everyone? Said the man. Continued, Houston isn't your city.
Nah, homie, take them restrictions and protocols off any. We don't owe y'all nothing. Y'all people want to enjoy the entertainment. I can go hire me some white boy sheriffs to patrol me, but I'd much rather get the black security company. But if I got to check in because they gonna be dropping tips on me, now I go get the white boy security. You don't make them police check in.
So no, that's what I mean by I don't respect nothing like that. You just making your people check in. That ain't how the mob work. The mob make everybody pay a price. The judge, the police chief, the police that run the beat, everybody got to pay. So that's why I don't respect it, homie. And I hate, it's like Whack 100 done trick Mr. Prince, man. Mr. Prince normally don't talk.
Before, those who praised him said he was just speaking the truth, that most people are too scared to speak out loud. The whole event caused a rift on the internet. People started putting up old recordings, invoices, and interviews to back up their assertions. But clearly Charleston White had stirred the kettle again, and it boiled over rapidly this time.
He don't have that mystique to him no more. Now he on camera explaining to this, yeah, so now he don't look like the big bad Prince no more. He look nervous at times. He look like Whack getting the best of him. He don't look strong no more, cause he done let Whack trick him. But I know, and he know, the feds done rattled his cage with Whack, and they ain't never been able to rattle his cage. Whack 100 is with the FBI. That's why Jay Prince seems so nervous, cause he know that nigga with them people. He know it. That's why he seems so like he's shaking. He know it. I know it and Mr. Prince know it. And the FBI know we know. So, I just hate the great Prince, man. The great Mr. Prince. Let that trick him. Yeah.
As it's basically a business under the guise of respect, where rappers and other celebrities are pressured to check in or face confrontation. Charleston didn't mince words when he claimed that the whole Mob TI's image is founded on fear rather than genuine protection or loyalty. In the case of Takeoff, he implied that the scenario would have been avoided but for that toxic street politics. Charleston says things go wrong when artists start to view these street groups as gatekeepers.
I don't claim no gang. I don't claim no city. I represent a nation. And I don't give about none of you. Me and my family got land. We got land like a... And telling I ride around ready to go to war with any one of you. Run your stuff over here. I got a car full of goddamn guns ready to go to war with any one of you mother. I got over 50 guns in there. I go to war with any of you. Bulletproof vests and everything. Don't give a none of you. You talking about this nigga nation. Run up on me, James Prince. I can go to war with the goddamn police for what I got in here. What's wrong with you? I can go to war with the police. What's wrong with you? I don't go nothing. James Prince in Houston, come go to war with it. Ready for war.
Charleston gave the impression that someone would respond rather than just go by if they genuinely cared. He questioned the entire character of J. Prince JRB, claiming that he was more concerned with looks than with the lives of others. That wasn't sorrow. Charleston said it was guilt or detachment. He described the encounter as both enlightening and disturbing. He made it apparent that he does not view Prince JRB as a leader or protector, but rather as someone who lets chaos unfold while he looks on and continues as if nothing had happened.
But that ain't got nothing to do with Houston. That had more something to do with him having something to do with Dawg. And she playing gangster. But if, man, you can go to Houston, man, and really enjoy yourself.
You can.
Cause just think, I done said Jay Prince and had sold out shows. I done talked about ESG. And you gotta go to Houston and enjoy myself.
Jay Prince JRB was described by Charleston as being totally unmoved by the event. He then stepped up his attack by claiming that Mob TIs only steps in when it is their own. They don't even blink if it's not their people. He told me, after only a single line, the internet went bananas, and viewers continued coming back to the video. As Takeoff came to a close, everyone started analyzing J Prince JRB's body language. Some claimed Charleston was just attempting to stir things up to garner attention, but some said that he was now exposing what everyone else was scared to say. The mention of his name set everything on fire, like a match to gasoline. It's always a fantastic occasion when Charleston White calls someone out. It didn't take long for things to spiral out of hand this time. Individuals started saying, "I'm good if this is what checking in gets you, trust me." That line rapidly took over the internet. There was debate about whether the risk of Houston's street politics was worth it. Then all of a sudden Charleston's words had a greater impact than before. But don't take my word for it. Watch the video for yourself. You won't want to miss a second of it. In the meantime, please subscribe, make a comment, and hit the like button. Let's continue this conversation together. It should be seen by anyone who needs to see what's really happening out here. Things will only get messier from here. I'll see you in the next one. Interview 14 5726 02.
Charleston White coming for J Prince and Junior. The whole mob ties. You know, he's got smoke with the whole mob ties. And it doesn't surprise me because Charleston White is an old school dude. You know, he's very old school. And mob ties, they claim that they're old school. They try to act like, okay, yeah, nah, we're not with this new age, but they are. They're a part of this new age. You know, they're the ones who are talking about you gotta check in. You gotta do this. You gotta tap in. Like, what? What, bro? Nobody used to be saying stuff like that back in the day. Nobody was saying that. You never heard like the biggest people saying, oh, you gotta check in. That is a new thing that became really popular within the past 10 years. You know, within the past 10 years, the check-in phrase has become 10 times more popular than it ever was in all of history. Okay? Blatant, just because of these guys saying, you gotta check in, you gotta check in. You know? And it's not only them. Now, people have taken influence from them, and other people try to ban people from cities now. The same way, you know, like people try to ban people from cities. People try to be like, oh, you gotta do this. You know? And it's a bunch of nonsense. None of these people own anything. They don't own any, they don't own the city that they're in, right? Not talking about the Prince family. The Prince family do own things, but they don't own the city that they're in. They don't own Houston, okay? When I say none of these people own things, I'm talking about the people who are enforcing it, right? Like those peons on the block, you know what I mean? Those penny pinchers on the block, trying to sell some dope, yeah. Or the enforcers on the block, yeah. Those dudes, they don't own anything. They don't own anything. So what are they going to war for, bro? What are you going to war for? Sit down, dog. Sit down. Get some education, or get a skill. Make some money. Stop leeching, okay? Off of this family, dog. Stop doing that. You got to do better for yourself. That ain't gonna land you nowhere good. That ain't gonna end you nowhere good, bro. You're gonna end up in a situation where you end up unaliving someone, like the clown who unalived Takeoff, the goofy who unalived Takeoff, bro. That's exactly what you're gonna end up like, hanging around these dudes. Like, you know, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and this is exactly the type of prize that you're gonna win. Rolling with J Prince and Junior and all of them. Yeah. Bad, man. Bad. And so, yeah, I can see why Charleston White wouldn't rock with him. I don't rock with him. Like, who does? Like, I don't know anyone who really rocks with J Prince. Like, there's no one young who's like, oh, yeah, nah, we rock with J Prince. Like, besides his son, obviously. You know? Besides his seed. You know what I mean? Other than that, no one else is trying to, like, no one young is rocking with him, bro. Like, it's like, dog, no. Like, you weird, bro. Y'all weird, bro. Yo, unalive Takeoff. We don't rock with y'all. You know, y'all try to, like, force y'all way in. Like, no. just stop, dog. Like, no, we not rocking with y'all. Nobody's rocking with y'all. Nobody's respecting that. Sorry, but it's not happening. It's just not happening. You know, Y'all can't make, y'all are not, see, that's the thing too. Y'all always want to be like, check in. But then when it comes to the people who they know that they can't make check-in, they're not trying to make those people check-in, right? You're not trying to make Larry Fink check-in, right? A lot of y'all probably don't know who that is, but that's one of the most powerful people in the world right now. Actually, low-key the most powerful person in the world right now. Probably single-handedly in America. In America. The most powerful person in America right now. Okay? If he's in America at this moment. Larry Fink, yeah. You're not going to tell him to check in. No. You're not going to tell, we can go lower than that. You're not going to tell Lyor Cohen to check in. What about Lyor Cohen? He's in the music industry. He does music business. What about you guys tell him to check in next time he goes to Houston? Next time Lyor Cohen goes to Houston, tell Lyor that he's going to have to check in with the Prince family if he wants to do business in Houston. Please, I'm waiting for that, bro. I'll die. Like, I will literally die in laughter when I see that. But that will not happen ever. Because you know who to play with. You know what I mean? You know who to play that foolish game with. And you're not going to play that game with a real heavyweight. You're not going to play that game with Lyor. You're not going to play that game with Larry Fink. You're not going to play that game with Clive Davis. Tell Clive Davis that he's got to check in. Because he's in the music industry too. And he does business out there sometimes. Right? He has artists that are going out there to perform and all type of stuff. So next time Clive Davis is trying to sign an artist in Houston, or he's trying to do some business in Houston, make sure he has to check in with you guys. Keep that same energy that you keep with everyone else, that that you keep with people that you think you can punch down on, that you keep with the black people, the people that look just like you. You know, you want to try to bully and terrorize them? Okay. Keep that same energy. Do that to Clive Davis. Do that to Lyor Cohen. Make them check in. I want to see it. You know? I would love to see that, dog. I would love to see that. I would literally, like, that would be the moment that I will start respecting the Prince family with all my, I'll respect them to the highest degree. You know, I'll start singing their praises. Make them guys check in. And really make them check in, too. Don't just say it. Make them check in. When Lyor Cohen and Larry and Clive Davis pull up to Houston, I need to see the Prince family, Junior and Jay Prince. Y'all need to be out there, and yeah, y'all should be politicking. Y'all need to be setting it straight. Y'all need to set the record straight for them, right? You're not just gonna let Lyor Cohen and Clive Davis just walk all over Houston. Nah, you gotta set the record straight with those guys, okay? You gotta let them know that they're checking in with the Prince family if they want protection out here, all right? That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see, you know? And until I see that, I cannot respect the Prince family. Never. Just a family of goofies. You know what I mean? A bunch of goofies. A bunch of goofies. Mob ties? Nah. There ain't no mob ties there. Y'all want to be the mob, but you're not the mob. That's the thing. Y'all are not the mob, bruh. The mob was respectable. The mob made everyone... The mob kept the same energy with every single person on this planet. They didn't let nobody slide. They ain't let nobody slide. You feel me? You had politicians checking in with the mob. Yeah. Yeah. Real life. Real life. And not just the black ones. No, all types. Yeah. You had, you know what I mean? When the mob said, okay, this is how things are gonna go, that's how things went. You feel me? All across the board. They wasn't selective politicking. They wasn't trying to be selective gangster. Oh yeah, I can press down on him. I think I can press him, so he's gotta check in. No, the mob wasn't like that. The mob was like, you're stepping on our turf. If you ain't good with the made men on this turf, you're cooked, buddy. Say goodbye. Don't matter who you are. Don't matter what official. Nah. Say goodbye. Yeah. You feel me? That's how the mob was handling it. That's how the mob was carrying it, okay? They kept the same energy with everyone. They didn't let people get off because they were afraid that if they tried to buck at that person, okay, yeah, it might be all over for them. No, the mob didn't do that. That's what the Prince family does. They're afraid. You know what I mean? The Prince family, They realize, okay, if we come for Leroy Cohen or we come for Clive Davis, we're gonna be done. You know what I mean? We'll get wiped off this earth. You can't come for people in a part of those groups, okay? I don't want to get too deep with that, but you can't come from for people that are a part of those groups, right? No, you can't do that. You know, people who are a part of those types of families, right? Man, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You know, you start going for those, you start trying to come for that yarmulke culture, and you're gonna see that heavy hand that gets brought down on you. That's gonna be a meteoric impact. You're going to be striked. You're gonna be done. You feel me? You're gonna be obliterated before you can even react. You feel me? Before you can even notice it. Speed blitzed. Dunzo. Cooked. Right? So this is what we see, man. We see a bunch of selective gangsters, and I can't respect it, and I understand why Charleston White can't respect it either. I get that. I really do get that. You know, that is cowardly behavior. Cowardly behavior. Not respectable. Okay. If you guys enjoyed this video, like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to see more content from an intellectual titan like myself. You want to see more of this thought-provoking, groundbreaking content that we're dropping consistently on this channel, then you know what to do. You know, you want to be a part of a community of like-minded individuals, people on a higher level of consciousness, a cut above the rest of the degenerates, the people like mob ties, like the Prince family, the degenerates like that who are still trying to bully on their own people, but afraid of that yarmulke culture, afraid of them yarmulke boys. You ain't gonna tell them to check in, right? If you're above those degenerates who would prey on their own people, then you know what to do. You're gonna subscribe, you're gonna turn on notifications, you're gonna do the things that are gonna contribute to that reality for yourself. Don't make me say it again. Snow's right here. Tuning out. Be easy, y'all.